develop culture and art and design. So Kate did a great job of bringing up the kids up to speed. What she did was she went through the building and identified all areas where something could take place. It doesn't mean it's going to, but we've got a lot of options ranging from the commons to the front lobby to the lobby across from the office. But what we realized was the kids have seen all the new things upstairs. They really haven't had a chance to walk around where the current construction is going. So what we're going to do this week is we're going to take our kids through that new area so they can really get a feel of what it's going to look like. And in the process, we realized that some of our teachers hadn't even been through there yet. So after school last week, at the end of our in-service, we took a group of about 20 teachers through all the new areas of the tech ed, the ag, the commons, what the front entry will be, the fitness room, and that was pretty exciting for them to see where we're headed. We'll get the kids down there, and then that group will meet again with Kate probably in a week or two to kind of start talking about design.
I just want to make a correction. I did say military organizations. I think the term I want is branch, and so with all due respect to our both active and past military parents, it is the branches that will be identified with their name. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Any future action items besides the village of Petoskey item? Any unfinished business? New business, we have resolution 181986, approval of college courses for MPTC. Need a motion? Motion by Joel, second by Dave. So who wants to?
I can address this.
Sure.
We have 5 students who have made requests in 3 different areas, as Bob had done for the last couple of years and myself before that. These are what we used to call youth options and course options. So all have met the requirements of the course being able to take it for second semester. It does come in below our budget amount, which is nice to see. And I've got the documents here, Dave, if you can sign them when we finish tonight.
Any questions on these college courses at MPTC? Joe?
Aye.
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 Aye. Aye.
Aye. Aye.
Motion carried 7-0. Resolution 181987, approval of college courses, the early college credit program. Motion by Dave, second by Nora.
Again, we have the 2 students for the UW colleges online for 3 credits each, having met the requirements that are allowed. This one is more toward the course options in the past. It's pretty free in terms of what they're able to take and pursue and get done while still in high school. I will let you know that Chris Pasick did a great job meeting with all these kids, talking them through to make sure they have that as part of their plan, which is something we want to continue to do. So please come with our recommendation as well.
Any questions on this approval of these early college credit program? Dave?
Aye.
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 Aye. Aye.
Aye.
Motion carried 7-0. Resolution 181988, approval of co-curricular advisor contracts. So moved. Motion by Norm, seconded by Dave.
That's the resolution.
I can speak to them.
Yep.
All right, I'll speak to them considering that these are K-12 overall. So what you have here, these are all of the advisors that we really only have one TBD, it's the musical assistant. Last year, the document that we actually looked at still had that way too. So we're gonna follow up. We have a meeting with the music department before the end of the month here, just to touch base with them as an entire group. We'll discuss this piece as when we connect. So right now, anything in blue, that's a new advisor for the 2018-19 school year. They're new in that position. And then the red, actually, we no longer participate in the decathlon, so we changed the contract to reflect the amount of time that position is actually committed to the job. And then down here, these are in red, they decided, the two newer teachers that we have in our world language, they're splitting that advisor contract. So then the total cost for the school year adds up to $50,295. It does have a savings of $403 million. So with that, what I did do, I included in this an extra document. This is what the compensation model looks like for our co-curriculars. I was asked if we're ever gonna add to this base. And I said, well, it actually does have increases built in. The increases are if you're in the position for a while, so it goes up. But we have not added to that for quite some time. So you could look at this document, you could see based upon where the color coding is coming, where the years of service are. So we've got many people, vast majority of them are in that 1 to 3 years. And then you can see that well, actually, like D, the change, that's NA, Deb Nenning's been doing that for quite some time. She's been doing that for more than 2 years. We did apply in the mental health grant for the state of Wisconsin, the next round of safety grant. Be the change actually is one of the things that was included in it actually. So since I've been here, like how are we fundraising for Be the Change, and to see that included in it, that's really exciting. So if anything, what that can do is the fundraising will probably need to continue, but they can fundraise and save and not feel a sense of urgency, so that after the mental health grants is completed in 2 years, that they'll be able to support that. So versus they'll take 3 years to raise for a year, come up with a plan to help cover the cost. So I just wanted to share this document with you so you can actually see how those numbers were created.
Any questions on this approval for the advisor contracts? Norm?
Aye. Aye.
Aye.
Aye.
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries 7-0.
FBLA was a new one for this year.
Resolution 181990, approval of 2018-2019 teachers HRA agreements. Need a motion?
So moved.
Motion's by Dave.
Second.
By Dick.
Okay,
Right.
that's me. All right, so in the handbook, we have language that refers to our district retirement program. So the first part here, everything that's in white, that has been there. What's new, the recommendation to the handbook update, is to actually have it just say tiers 1, 2, and 3. You see the addendum, they have individual agreements. And tiers 4, 5, and 6, beginning now, the language can just be in the handbook itself versus all these individual agreements. So all of those, the language is very specific. So like for tier 4, it's defined contribution, $2,000 a year, maximum $20,000. And then it does use the unsick leave days for maximum 120, that goes towards it. Tier 5, $1,500, max of $15,000. Tier 6, defined contribution of $1,000 a year with a maximum of $10,000. So we are funding those as we go. So what happens with tiers 4, 5, and 6, if someone leaves the school district, they have to qualify. All these agreements, they have to qualify. They're not theirs unless they actually retire from the school district. So these are retirement accounts. Okay, so when it's a HRA, it is a health reimbursement account for the retirement purposes. So beginning in the 2016-17 school year, there were some major changes that occurred with the post-retirement benefit. So tiers 1, 2, and 3 were kind of grandfathered in. Tiers 4, 5, and 6 were a complete reset. When we did that complete reset, we're funding those as we go. Those employees get a statement that says, look, these funds available, they're not theirs unless they retire. And then if they leave the school district before they officially retire, those funds get forfeited back to the school district, and we use those funds to help pay for tiers 1, 2, and 3. So that has occurred up to this point.
See, before, their retirement wasn't paid to them until they retired, and that was sometimes a pretty big bundle. Was never really budgeted for.
Wasn't funded, right.
That's what Key Benefits does a study. They do OPEB, other
Right,
post-employment
right. And we want to
benefits.
get out of that because that costs big money to do just the audit of an OPEB.
Right. we should all do key benefits, post-retirement studies. That'd be a great thing to do. Let's go into business. But we legally have to do it. I
Yes.
tried not to do it one year. Can't do it.
We
The
got
audit
out of it one year.
requires us.
We got out of
Yeah.
it 1 year.
So, the good news is we're funding the vast majority of them as we go. So if you look at that document, which I'll go to in just a little bit, I mean, it's very extensive. So all new hires come in at level 6, right, or tier 6.
Nothing really changed, it's just in writing better and simpler.
Right, we're trying to simplify the process versus all these individual contracts that have to get created over and over again. So, what actually happens legally, those agreements, what I'm having you do today is approve the language being in a handbook. Because legally, they have to be non-renewed with the preliminary contracts that go out in May. So we have no plans on making any changes last May. So, and we do have, we've made significant changes to this. And as you look at the actual staff members in tiers 1 through 3, it's very small. So the vast majority are in 4, 5, 6. So this language, I would like to have it be in the handbook so we don't have to print out these 3-page individual contracts for those staff members. But for tiers 1, 2, and 3, they're so specific. And even there's one of them that's kind of an outlier. So that those will have an individual addendum. The exempt staff, those that are not professional staff that have these, they would still have an addendum that comes with their contract too. So, but for professional staff, that's what this is about tonight. Tiers 4, 5, and 6 go in the handbook. So, with that, this document that's down below articulates who's in tier 1, who's in tier 2 and 3, which adds up to 5, 6, 9 staff members, and all the rest are in tiers 4, 5, and 6. And then there's also a vesting period too. So a staff member, they actually have to work the entire school year. So like we had hired a staff member in the middle of the school year last year. They cannot get the HRA for that year. It has to be they have to be here every single day at work. So if they were hired right now today, wouldn't be good enough. Couldn't do it. So, if you could take care of that tonight.
Any questions on these HRA agreements? Moving them out of individual contracts. Dave?
Aye.
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 Motion carried 7-0. Resolution 181991, approval of teacher overload. Pat McFadden. Motion by Norm, seconded by Joe.
Yep, as I shared my letter, earlier this, end of the summer, start of the school year, Danielle Anderson, who used to be our GED 2 and our alternative ed teacher, took a math position at the middle school and has an opportunity through attrition to have some savings and look at a change in program possibly. We did not replace her position. We have shifted teachers through, instead of duties, they may be filling in for that, and they would be under the direction of Mr. McFadden. And then Mr. McFadden specifically is working in our afternoon GED 2 program with our students that are in that program, which would normally have been, and he's a 1.0 full-time teacher, so this is in addition to the dollar amount that is put in there is through the teacher, I believe it's in the addendum. So,
yeah, it's in our EdCom model, and we've had that past practice. So this is we're looking at the equivalency of a 1 semester overload. Is what it is. So our resources right now, any teacher at the high school that's in the overload, meaning they've lost the prep period for the day. It's an overload status, and the language is specifically $5,000 per semester. So.
Any questions on this teacher overload contract? Norm?
Aye. Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Aye. Motion carried 7-0. Resolution 181993, approval to hire Laura Bauman, special ed, full-time special ed at the middle school. Need a motion?
So moved.
Motion by Dave, seconded by second. Bob, you have something on this?
I'm sorry, I was typing. Is this the hire?
Yes, sir.
Yes, Megan Haney had done a study of the minutes in each of the IEPs with the students at the middle school, both for pull-out resource room as well as minutes to be supported within the classroom, and the study had shown that it would be difficult, and we knew that by trying to schedule the number of paras that we currently have to meet those IEP requirements, and thus it was decided that we needed additional staff to help us meet those minutes that are written in the IEP. So we had posted the position, we had interviewed several individuals. Mrs. Baumann really had shown her strength in her ability to work with students in special ed, years of experience working with students in special ed, and we selected her to work with our program 3-5, cross-categorical. So she's working with students in those grade levels with Mrs. Milkey and her program. And she started today and jumped right in it. She really showed a lot of, she showed us that she is not new to the profession. Due to how she just managed things, she was assigned the breakfast program to monitor those students between 7:30 and the start of the day. Was enthused to hear that she had that, jumped right in, and observing her from afar, and then meeting with her after to give her feedback on things that had happened and what to think about. Just had a great conversation with her. I think she's going to be a very strong member of that program, and so is our special ed department.
Thank you, Bob. Any questions on this approval to hire?
Yes, does she qualify for benefits with the 37.5, I'm assuming yes, right?
Yeah, half a single plan.
Half the single plan, okay.
It's
And
a school year position.
for the paraprofessionals, I'm trying to remember off the top of my head, what was the top rate for a bachelor degree?
Right now, it's what we are paying it.
Right here,
Mhm.
okay.
I mean, you could even go more, but that's with years of service in the school district.
Okay.
She does not have, actual license to teach. When we have looked at those in the past, is we pay more for those that actually have a teacher license. She has that capability of getting a substitute teacher license, so that's the measurement for us, so we make sure that we pay the same, if not more, than they can if they sub for us. But then it does come with the benefits, it comes with sick days, it comes with being part of the Wisconsin retirement system. It's a major difference between being that sub and being a paraprofessional.
Any other questions? Dave?
Aye.
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 Motion carried 7-0. The old business. Additional citizen comments? Announcements? I think you all got an email from the FFA about the upcoming fruit sale, I think. Yeah, so that,
Way too high, the email. Way too high.
way too high.
Just buy it.
It's quite the list of stuff they're selling now.
Yeah, right. A bookkeeping nightmare.
Yeah. No, this means adjourned. Get on to sports.
One to nothing.
1-0.